Whenever fans think back to the prequel trilogy era, one thing that they always think about is the character of Anakin Skywalker, portrayed by both Hayden Christensen and Jake Lloyd. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, of course, when we look at the sequel trilogy, one thing that a lot of fans think about is, of course, the inconsistencies with these Star Wars movies by Disney and Lucasfilm. Now, we do know that a lot of this is due to Kathleen Kennedy as president of Lucasfilm, as the one who runs everything Star Wars and who also had a say in the matter on creative parts of these movies back before 2020 of this year. Now, thankfully, any future Star Wars projects that Kathleen Kennedy, is involved with, she cannot alter the creative decisions by the creatives on board for these new projects in the forms of TV shows or movies, whatever have you. Now, looking at everything related to The Rise of Skywalker, we do know that this movie was a very tough challenge for Disney and Lucasfilm. It really was. It's one of the main reasons as to why they had to delay this movie all the way from May of 2019 until December of 2019. I don't know if you guys knew this, but initially it was supposed to come out in May when Colin Trevorrow was still on board, and then once he was fired by Kathleen Kennedy, they had to find somebody else to take over, and they got J.J. Abrams for that. And that, of course, was all due to, everything related to creative differences. So we can see everything related to Kathleen Kennedy here also happened with J.J. Abrams. Now, with both Disney and Lucasfilm now finished with The Rise of Skywalker and how they are focused on their new Star Wars trilogy as well as their new Star Wars universe, many fans have been very curious about how Disney will handle the future of the franchise moving forward, where many fans, however, have been very curious about what could have been before the reshoots and the rewrites of the film. Now, it's explained that during production, many problems arose during midway through filming on the movie before the first phase of reshoots, and that a series of scenes were deleted in the process because of these changes in production, many of which had to do with Anakin Skywalker, portrayed by Hayden Christensen, and even Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi's Force Ghost, and others. However, Kathleen Kennedy was said to have had issues with Hayden's appearance and performance as a Force Ghost, and that she was very frustrated with JJ's decision to include Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker, and even the hybrid Force Ghost of Darth Vader in the beginning of the film. Kathleen Kennedy wanted to focus more on Rey, Finn, and Poe in the end, and less on Anakin Skywalker and Luke, and that Kathleen Kennedy did not want to take any risks because she also did not like Hayden's performance in the prequels as well. Now, it's noted that the Anakin scenes that were partially filmed with Hayden for Episode 9 frustrated Kathleen Kennedy, and that Hayden's performance as Anakin took the limelight away from Rey as a character. This is one of the main reasons as to why the Anakin scenes were cut from the movie by J.J. Abrams. Now, when we look at what Disney and Lucasfilm were trying to do with The Rise of Skywalker, I don't know if you guys knew this, but initially before the reshoots, this movie was 4 hours and 20-something minutes long in length. Now, regardless of what running time they were going to choose, scenes were going to be deleted. There's no way in the world that they were going to actually reveal, or release, I should say, a 4-hour, and change movie. There's no way that was really going to happen. However, what they wanted to do was they wanted to split the movie into 2 parts, which does match directly up with the rumors now that we talked about almost a year ago. So, Kathleen Kennedy and her frustration with Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker, to me, I think it's a little offensive, in fact, because say what you will about the prequels, I understand if you guys do not like Hayden Christensen's performance, that's fine. I remember it vividly back in 2005 and 2002 when they had, Anakin Skywalker portrayed by Hayden. A lot of fans had issues with that. So, when we look at everything related to what they were trying to do here with Anakin Skywalker and how Hayden Christensen partially filmed his scenes, and a lot of this were, really causing quite a stir within Lucasfilm and Disney. Kathleen Kennedy was the one who was really tapping into the creative aspects here and changing elements of Episode 9, and to me, I think it's just not right. When you look at Hayden, at the end of the day, say what you will about him, but he really grew as an actor compared to how he was in the prequels. He really did, in my point of view at least. I don't know if you guys have seen him in a movie called Takers or other movies out there alike, but he is absolutely perfect. Is he like an A-list actor? No. but is he a good actor at heart? Yes. But when we look at what they were trying to do here, what could have been, really would have been a far different movie than what we got in the actual theaters. And when we look at Kathleen Kennedy here, I think it's really a light at the end of the tunnel, the fact now that she can no longer tap into the creative decisions of these new Star Wars projects. We're talking about the Kenobi series. We're talking about the new Star Wars movies to come. We're talking about the Cassian Andor TV show, which I don't know why we're getting this. I feel like not a lot of people asked for that, but that's just me. But also on top of this, we have animated TV shows in the works as well that Kathleen Kennedy will have no control over, creatively speaking. So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Night to moon, we hear them moans again.